You heard it here first, folks.
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 Hi, we're missing half our party.
It's fine, guys. I got Sentinel's character sheet. We'll be fine.
No one wants to play my games.
That's false. It's just everyone is apparently dying today.
No, this gives Lurt the opportunity to go and eat the bounty hunters that are hunting they're not Sylvia's, fucking Samuel.
Sylvia,
both
Samuel,
start with
they're
S.
both cowboys. I mean,
They both start with S, they both use guns, they're both guys.
No, my guns were taken away from me.
Oh,
used
that's
crossbow.
right. That's right.
yeah,
I
you
did that.
You did take away his guns, which was
They're both gunslingers.
No, I'm a crossbow slinger.
slings
My guns were
crossbows.
taken away.
You sling the crossbow, not the
Yeah.
bolt.
Because my guns were taken away.
Oh, he throws them.
I mean, Sylvia's Sylvia's throwing crossbows would do as much damage as him hitting with a crossbow bolt. Let's be real.
He just walks up to them. Fuck it, I'm not ranged anymore. Just melee attacks.
You have a bolt cocked. I don't care.
No, you just walk up to them and you just stab them while the bolt is still on the crossbow.
Yeah.
Like a bayonet.
Oh boy.
Anyway, we're here.
We are here, and I guess I'm doing the intro because I rolled bad.
You always roll bad. I'm joking.
But
Only for intros. Shish. Shish. It was a good thing with the hag that you did not roll low, but
yeah,
you know what I
I
mean.
didn't roll. Oh yes, I did. I rolled because I was blind. That's right. I remember. Okay, so last chapter of the Tales of Zenovia. I did not write a whole lot of notes, but I'm going to do with what we've got, which is we started in the caves of the Annis Hag. We were finishing up exploring the area whenever Sentinel reached for a book, and it reached back and clasped its mouth around his face, and so we went into combat against a book mimic. It didn't last long, only a few rounds of combat before it went down. Hello?
It's one half of our party. Or one half of the missing of our party.
Yay.
You're doing great, Michelle.
Math is hard.
I'm trying.
Oh dear. Well, that really got her, apparently. And after we killed the mimic, we finished up looking around the area. Couldn't really burn down much because it was mostly stone. And so we made sure we had the kid and we left. We went back to Troutwell. When we there...
I'm affecting Remy.
When we there...
on math. You're messing up on words.
I'm messing up on words too, did you hear me? It's one half of the missing of the party.
She's doing great, guys. It's fine. We got back into town, and as we were walking towards the town square, we saw Captain Reaver, and a half-elf, and a half-orc, and a human, all gathered together. And they seemed to be talking very urgently. Samuel, when he saw that happening, yeeted himself out of there, along with the kid, back to the blacksmith to take care of missing business. With him went Lurt, I believe.
Yeah.
While Song, Ozzy, and Sentinel went to Captain Reaver. The three people he were talking to were looking for someone. And wow, I really did not write down a whole lot of notes last session. But we talked
At least your notes weren't deleted.
What? What happened? This is why you use paper. We talked to Captain Reaver. He said that they were looking for Samuel. And recommended we stay.
Samuel Winchester.
Yes, the Samuel Winchester. Asked us if he knew why they would be looking for him. To which I'm not sure we responded. I don't know. But he recommended we stay out of the central town, so we all went back to the blacksmith. Gathered up Samuel, tried to give him a nickname. we tried multiple variations, from burrito to, um, man, there was something else in there. Oh well.
Boa.
Eventually, he decided on the name William Stallard as a nickname for now.
It was well, no,
What?
Sinchester.
Yeah, that's it,
Oh yeah,
Sinchester.
Sinchester.
So William Stallard, and then we went down to an inn by the waterside since
No,
it was getting
Sammy.
late. Sammy,
Sammy.
that's right.
Tammy.
Good old Sammy.
Sammy boy.
Tammy.
Tammy.
Oh.
So we went to the Lakeside Inn where we got some rooms. And then before going to bed, Lurt went fishing, and Song went with Lurt to watch him fish and then teach him how to clean a blade. While Samuel was inside of the bar, he was visited by Captain Reaver, who brought the reward money and additionally some advice to not use his real name, and to get out of town. And he promised that he would protect and not tell where his whereabouts were. Very nice man. He's probably gonna die. Sentinel, meanwhile, was out exploring the town in the form of a squirrel, trying to gather information. Also encountered Captain Reaver on the way back from Samuel, I think? Or
Nope.
was it on the way to Samuel?
On
It
the way
was
back
like
from my scouting.
after. It was after he talked to Samuel, and he was kind of just scouting the town.
Okay, cool. I don't recall what y'all talked about. Ryle, do you remember?
Just on where we're gonna go.
Got it. And that's pretty much where we left off. We finished off the night going to sleep in the inn, I believe.
Yeah, and we leveled up.
Huh? Oh, I guess that did happen.
No, it
Oh.
didn't.
Let me move you back then. Level 2s then.
No, damn it.
No, yeah, Jester.
No
Yes.
music.
Oh yeah, the music is currently not functioning.
Do your job.
I am streaming tonight. I got more things happening. I'm sorry.
How dare you? Just because you can't handle one job doesn't mean you should take a different one. I-
Okay, okay, mom.
That made no sense either way.
Oh boy. And apparently
Okay.
we're in a fungal area.
The
Huh?
jungle.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Those
Oh,
guys
no.
are right here.
Yay.
Yay.
Alrighty, so yes, you guys are in the tavern. It's early in the morning, and I believe Sentinel waited outside because of his heaviness, his weight. Didn't want to ruin the wood, so he waited outside. Outside, you just saw a few people passing by, and then towards like later in the night, it just was dead except for the creatures, the animals, walking by. You had a very nice view of the lake, like
Mhm.
the just the moonlight hitting the lake, and
Did I see anything pop up? Anything? special?
roll a perception check,
Are we rolling dice or on roll 20?
whatever you prefer. I don't care.
Okay, give me a second.
Don't lie to me, boy.
Oh wow, look, that's a natural 20. No, I'm kidding.
All right, well you saw.
Ozzy looks different today.
What's
Yeah.
is it blue?
Hold up. Hold up.
Who is that?
Ow. Wait, hold up.
I mean, it does check out. Is Ozzy also a changeling? Ooh.
Ah,
Ah.
I don't know.
is Ozzy smiling? Well, she is because she's looking at that ring.
No, she's being anxious. She's always like jittery.
That's a
skippy.
that's a
Like-
15.
Like,
A 15.
what kind of
Um,
jittery? Like, sugar high jittery or just nervous jittery?
I think nervous too.
Anxiety, panic attack always.
Aw.
Ah.
Forever panic.
I don't know why that's funny to me.
Oh.
That's terrible, Jester.
um, you just kept an eye out, like I guess towards the lake, and kept an ear out. Nothing really particular. You still have like the waves kind of crashing a little bit, like very lightly. But you do swear that that sometimes it kind of hits a little harder, like maybe something's moving underneath. But
Bro, I was about to say, if you were gonna play it off like I saw Jesus running over the water, but no, it was actually a random naked hobo guy.
It's the old fisherman.
is a
Yeah.
Finally chasing the big
Sprinting-
fish.
He's sprinting across the water, like on top of the water.
I got you this time.
And then the guards are chasing him on a speedboat.
But yeah, other than that, it's a pretty quiet night, and everyone else gets their full sleep. And yeah, you guys wake up slowly. Samuel's already sitting
wake
down
up
on the
slowly.
bar, and it's early, 7.
I'm just gonna wait outside, but people around me are gonna hear.
So, what do you guys do?
I keep opening things I'm not meaning to. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Somebody else go.
What's this music?
I want other people to go.
Jester?
I'm here.
Oh, I don't know who left. I mean, did Lurt get a room? Or was Lurt just like outside on the roof or something?
I think
I
you
thought
said
you
you
slept
waited
out-
outside.
You slept outside with me
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
because
Okay,
you
so
were
yeah.
you were in your thing, your water.
Yeah, my water bucket.
Just slept in your water bucket, and
Oh god, I'm handling way too much stuff. I'll try not to cut myself. It's okay.
Oh my god. Why is everyone cutting themselves tonight? I don't like
I'm-
this.
Wait,
That sounds really bad. But that's
we're a cult.
who else cut themselves?
Peggy was doing something with leatherworking earlier.
I'm
Oh.
cutting. I'm not cutting. I'm stabbing myself.
I have an
Even
exact
better.
knife. I have an exact knife.
Yes,
But I'm gonna
I have one too.
Lurt. Look, you're gonna hear Lurt is going to hear a and then good morning, Lurt.
Good morning, I think. Hello, how do you sleep?
I do not sleep. I merely recharge.
What does that mean?
My energy is depleted throughout the day, and I merely take in magic from the air, process it into my body for energy.
So, like sitting in water?
I do not know how your species work, but
Like sit in
if
water.
water recharges you, then yes.
Well, if I don't sit in water, I die, so.
Of course, you are a frog. Your skin must remain moist.
Why did you say it like that?
I don't know what you mean. I said moist.
As if Droop and Sentinel had a child. That's what that voice was.
Moist. Moist.
You. Okay.
Indeed. It is very ew. Crummy.
Stop.
Okay. So,
would I even
song.
fit in these beds?
It's kind of like they're,
You-
to you they're like children's beds. So you're like almost
Curled up.
your legs are like hanging off
Yeah.
I
Would
just
you
imagine-
set the bed on fire though
I just
with your
imagine
head?
him waking up on a charred bed.
Yeah.
The tavern is on fire, people are screaming, and he just wakes up.
No, whenever Song sleeps, his hair dies down.
Oh, his hair dies? Damn, dude.
Unfortunate.
What color?
What color? It's
What-
just like embers.
What color is his hair dye?
Ah, I get it. So, Song, what are you doing?
Okay, I guess I'll wake up and I'll head downstairs to the bar just to
Alright.
see if there's anyone out and about this morning.
You see Samuel already sitting at the bar, kind of like having a
Hey
drink.
there, brother.
Hey there, Song.
Morning, brother.
Good morning.
What's Preston's voice? Morning, brother. Morning, brother. I can't do it. He's too high for me.
Guess we gotta head out soon.
That would probably... Fuck.
You're right, Song.
Jester can do a better one, because he has Vati. That's right.
Oh god, that was rough. I think that would be for the best.
Well,
Jabuti booty.
Dude, you... That's all Song ever says.
Remind me to send you a video later.
Oh god.
That's fine.
Yeah. I guess we gotta wait for everyone else.
You haven't seen anyone else come down.
No, I think Sentinel and Alert are outside already, and I think Ozzy is still in the room.
Well, we aren't in any particular rush.
Well, I'm not too sure about that. Captain Reaver came last night and suggested we should leave early, especially because those bounty hunters are after me. Don't want to cause too much of a ruckus.
You're right. In that case, I shall go get Ozzy. I'll stand up again and start walking upstairs.
I'll let Sentinel
She's
and
coming
Alert
down
know.
as y'all are talking.
Well, there we go. Good morning.
She's doing breathing exercises for anxious people. Like, you're supposed to be, like, sitting down and doing them. She was doing that in her room. She's still doing it as she's coming down the stairs.
I'm assuming this is not anything new.
No. But
Wait.
also...
Why do you breathe like that?
Why do you breathe? Ew.
I have nervous problem. I don't know if they're nervous, but a monk is supposed to be calm, and we're supposed to be able to evaluate the situation. I'm still working on that.
Peggy, you just made Michelle noises.
They are sisters, so that checks out.
What Michelle noises?
It's like an
Yeah, see?
angry cat noise.
Angry cat. Sounds like a goat.
Wah! Well, that isn't exactly a good thing, but that does explain it, I suppose. All right, you ready, Samuel? Or what am I supposed to call you? William?
Sammy.
Burrito.
Let's stick with William for now.
Squilliam.
Gonna open the door. Sam's gonna open the door slightly. Sentinel, Alert, you out there?
Shit. Hold on. I'm putting down my scissors.
Sentinel.
Yes, I am here.
All right.
Hello, burrito.
Good morning to you, Sammy.
Listen, just call me William for now.
Preston's gonna hate that.
Such a shame. Sammy, I believe, is a better name.
I would prefer William.
Nah. Alright. Fine.
Until you have a proper concept of a name, I do not think it really matters, but whatever. Is there anything we need to do before we leave?
I think
Not that I know
Captain
of.
Reaver told us to go visit that one guy, right?
Chester, you really tried to...
Not that I don't know of. But
What was his name again?
Belmore!
That's right, we were supposed to go there before we left the first time.
I do not have him written down in my notes, so he does not exist.
I do not know what you mean, but does anybody know where this Belfort is?
Belfort.
what did you say, Belfort? What's so wrong with you? I think Captain Reaver said he was close to the center of town, or I'm not too sure.
It might not be a good idea for you to go there.
Yeah, probably not.
If we walk into the bounty hunters, can I eat them?
No.
No, I don't think that's a good idea, Alert.
I look at Lurt. I look at Lurt.
Are you able to eat them with
Yeah.
your size?
Well, I mean, it would take a while. We would just have to chop them up a little.
I would just like to say that these people have not done anything wrong.
Yet.
Considering the fact that Samuel here most likely broke the law.
I haven't seen him break the law.
I think he told us that he broke the law.
People who take up weapons must be ready to die at any given time.
By the way, Sentinel looks kind of weird today.
What do you mean?
A little flashy.
Little fleshy.
Oh, motherfucker.
People who pick up weapons must be ready to die at any given time.
Ryle, I meant your icon for the game.
You're looking a little bagooly.
Fleshy, yeah.
Bagely.
Bagooly.
Bagely.
Bagel. Yeah, you're looking bagely.
Shit, you're not supposed to see that. That's what I look like without my armor.
Oh my god. This is Bagel 3,000 years into the future.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's him, but he's transcended beyond just a muscle lizard.
Yeah.
He's become metallic.
And then
Actually wise.
when you take off the helmet, it's like, oh, that thing's hot. Just like normal.
Oh yeah.
You guys don't know how much it takes for me to transform into different beings.
You became one with nature after your friend Mr. Swole
Yeah.
showed you Mother Florida.
There's nothing like flashy in his transformation. It's actually quite gruesome. His bones start popping and cracking every time he transforms.
Oh,
Ew.
So if he gets bigger, he literally gets bigger by cracking his bones
oh.
and extending them out.
He and Swole finally found a way to combine their muscles.
Yeah, it's swole and
Sentinel is
Bagul.
swole and Bagul.
Do you happen to have any drugs?
Oh,
This is
I
very
mean,
true. But I
could
do not
probably wait
think...
for y'all. Go ahead, Song.
I was going to say that this is true, but I do not think that it should be our doing. At least, not yet.
I mean, we could try to go in there, but if you guys don't want to cause that much trouble or risk it, I can wait outside of town for you.
That would probably be best.
All right. Where are we heading off to? By chance, do anyone remember?
I believe we are heading up north.
Wait, south.
Was it south? I thought it was north. Where's the big map?
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Wobbity wobbity wob. We're going to Thalborder, right?
That's the city.
That's where we.
Oh, north.
Yay.
Sorry. I got confused with the map that was pointing south where there was a key.
Right. Unless we want to do that, but I thought we were going to Thalborder first.
Pardon me, yes, north. Thulboulder, the city with a great library, as Captain Reaver has said.
That would interest me. Right.
Wouldn't you just burn the books if you touched them?
I do not burn everything I touch. I do have some semblance of control. If I did not, I would not be a proper warrior.
Out of curiosity, Sentinel's gonna take something that's flammable on him. What does he have? Sentinel literally has nothing.
Just leaf on the ground.
Well, I do have a wooden shield, so I'll take a piece off of that shield and like put it against his hands.
Against my hands?
Yeah.
I'll look down and I'll take it from you. What is
Does
this?
it burn?
No, not while I'm holding it. What is
I
this?
was merely curious.
Would you like me to burn it?
If you have the control and capacity to burn it halfway.
Lurt's gonna back up.
Halfway. I'll look down at it. I'll whisper in my other hand and cast Produce Flame. And then hold it to the end of the stick.
All right, and it catches. Slowly starts to burn.
You did not give me a time frame.
Understood. Time frames are not necessary for this experiment. Your ability to burn does not come innately. Instead, it comes through your spells, correct?
I mean, it could be innate if you hold it up to his head, right?
I do not recommend trying to touch the top of my head if that is what you are suggesting.
No, you do it.
You want me to touch the top of my head?
Well, like with the fire, right? Or like with the stick if you want it to burn.
If
That-
it is
that could
not as
technically-
effective. This is not as hot as actual fire.
Huh. But is it fire though?
It is more. It is, but it is more of an emotion. You have noticed that as Song has been traveling, the flame adjusts in height or in color, in variation of things that are going around them. Like when they were in the caves, you would have seen that it was smaller and almost yellowish. And whenever he was angry during battles, it would be bright red. But right now it's just a comfortable orange.
Chester, I'm curious. Does Sentinel have any understanding of what a soul is?
Ask him the fucking
Based off of his
existential
background.
questions, goddamn.
Because the way his background is, it's weird.
I'm thinking not really. Because of you've been like, yeah, because of your backstory. I don't want to say too much, but because of how you were made and everything, I don't think so.
Okay.
This flame on my head, it is not real fire, but more an extension of my personality.
How can emotion and personality be a fire?
It is not something to my full understanding. I think it is because of who I am. I do not know. Don't get me wrong, it is not comfortable to stick your hand in it, but it is not strong enough to light a wood on fire. I'll look down on the stick. Is it halfway burned yet?
Yeah, it's already like going to your fingertips.
Alright, yeah, I'll just brush it off. Put it
Just
out.
kinda
I mean,
with ease.
yeah. I mean, there you go. It is, I have some control, but I always seek to have more. I'll hand you back the
Understood.
charred stick.
Thank you for clarifying and for helping me with my curiosity.
Of course.
This is all fun and all that, but I think I'm gonna head out to the outskirts of town.
We'll meet you on the west side of town.
What's side?
Yeah, it's hard to do in songs like west side.
Yeah. All right, I'll meet you there then. Let me know if you find anything good over there at Belmore's or whatever his name is.
Yes, we will look at bell drops.
Belmore.
Right. Whatever it is.
Samuel, do you wish for me to accompany you?
If you want. No, unless you want to go to Belmore's, that's fine.
This Belmore person, he is a supply owner.
Yeah, and that's what Captain Reaver said. Supposed to give us some stuff to help us with whatever we're supposed to do here.
I am merely curious if you want the company, for if we leave you alone, we do not know if you will be taken.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. If you want to, then sure. I guess the company wouldn't hurt.
Understood. I shall accompany you then.
Okay.
Is there anything you want? Any of you?
A
Did he?
longbow, but I don't have the money for it.
He didn't split up the money yet, did he?
Nope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because just out of game, I literally have nothing because I totally forgot to give myself money. So I just made it so that he started off with nothing.
I forgot. Oh, he has it here. Okay. 210 gold. I don't know if it's. I think it's 200. I don't know if the 10
200.
gold.
No,
200?
he had 10 gold to start with.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then 200 gold pieces split up to everybody 5. So someone do the math so I can
That's
figure it out.
200 to 5 is 40.
That's 80
40?
for me, 40 for Remy, 20 for Peggy, and 10 for Michelle.
Seems right.
Mm.
But even.
This would do.
Yeah, this is the money the reward we got for helping Captain Reaver.
Okay, 40 pieces for each one of us, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Song will kind of raise his eyebrow. Interesting.
You use this to buy stuff, so
No, I am aware. It just is different
okay.
from mine.
What do you got?
I'll kind of take out my gold pieces, which are kind of like more reddish in hue. I had these when I came here.
Is that gold?
I mean, yes, I assume so.
Well, that's cool, I guess.
I'm sorry. I was thinking like it's reddish, so they're just chafed because they've been in your pocket for a while.
Have you? God damn it. Have you seen rose gold before? It's basically that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically rose gold
Yeah,
colored.
yeah. No. I just want to imagine it that it got chafed between your legs.
Freaking weird. Ow! Fuck.
Peggy.
Don't
Don't
cut
worry
yourself.
about it. I just got scratched by scissors. Am I bleeding? No, I'm not bleeding.
Why is everyone playing with blades?
Well, you cut yourself in real life, you cut yourself in the game. So
Damn.
honestly, I was like,
Don't
cut.
Roll a d4.
1 point
Roll a
of damage.
d4 for damage.
Well, here we go.
Oh, I just rolled my d4 and it flew across the room.
Yep, that's gone
Ow.
forever.
I don't even know, man. Oh my god, come back here.
Crazy rolls.
All right. Yeah, I guess I'll. If you find anything interesting, song here's 10 gold.
Not necessary.
All right. I'll just hold on to this then.
What was it we said that was needed for me? To pick me up, for them to pick me up. Tinker's tools?
Well, I have like a homebrew thing for you.
Yeah, it was his homebrew creation he made.
What was it again?
Kind of like booster
Yeah.
shot.
Booster shot, that's it.
I'm confused.
We'll talk about that later. Don't worry about it.
Oh my god, okay.
It's a lot of that for you. We'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it later, huh?
Yep.
Sure, fine. Yeah, we'll do it later.
What's your computer at, Chester?
Well, let's see here. You're definitely gonna win. So. It's up to you.
Wait, what happened to your computer then?
It's dead.
It's updating. It's been updating all day, apparently.
It's at 72% now.
Hey, there we go.
So yeah, you're probably gonna get the dice then.
Hell yeah. You weren't here when the bet was made. I'm sorry, Ryle.
Oh, I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm getting dispel dice either way.
Oh, kiss
What
my ass
what
then.
bet was this?
We were betting. We were making a bet on how far the computer would be percentage-wise at the end of the session.
Okay, and
I said
It was at-
89.
I said 68 and Alex said 56, and it was at I think 7 or 12%, and it just
Okay.
boosted all the way up to like 70 something. So Remy's gonna and I made the bet. I was like, okay, whoever gets it closer gets dice. I'll buy him dice.
So you're about
So.
to buy yourself dice?
No, I'm gonna buy Remy some dice.
Remy
then.
got the
I know,
higher.
but if you won the bet.
Then I'll buy myself some dice. Yes.
it should be one person buying the other person dice. If you lose.
Yeah, it should be us buying you dice.
I'm stupid, so shut up.
I'm fucking stupid. I didn't think of that. Shut up.
Guys, apparently my Wi-Fi is doing great tonight.
Remy, don't
Really?
fucking jinx it. Stop
I
saying
have
that.
zero
No.
dropped frames, guys. 0%.
Shut up, Remy.
Your wife is doing great tonight.
Yeah,
Your wife.
you know
I
it.
mean, it's only 10 o'clock. We still got like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Guys, I need you to have confidence in me.
No.
I need you to not jinx it.
I have no confidence in anything.
Oh.
Peggy.
Oh,
Oh god, Peggy.
all right. Yeah. All right. Sentinel, you want to head off now?
Yes, they can.
All right. We'll meet you guys on the west
West
side of the.
side.
But where do I get my boosters?
The place we are about to go.
You'll get my boosters for me.
Do you
Yeah.
say
Song,
that in game?
You put it in the documents, right?
yes. It in short, it basically works like a healing potion, but for you. It's just it's harder to come by, and they're more expensive.
Yeah, for the sake of brevity, I'm just gonna give him 20 gold and tell him to get me something.
What exactly do you want? I don't know what I could do.
You motherfucker.
I don't even know what they will have. It doesn't matter. If I see something that I think you will like, I will get it.
They look like
Boxes?
EpiPen shots?
Sure.
EpiPens, yo. Like,
Let's go with that. Yeah.
blue
For a
ass
robot? You give a robot a shot. Wow.
Just like
Do
rip
you
off
want
one of
to
the
heal?
plates.
Do you want to heal Ra or no? Do you want me to throw a fucking Tarrasque at you?
Rip off one of the plates and just inject it into one of his wires.
We like our robots.
they
guys.
are small metallic boxes.
Okay.
Get them for me. and I will show you how to use them. It is for when I inevitably go down during battle.
I see. I will do that. Alright, and I guess we're going to, whatever the fuck his name is.
It's fine, whatever. Wasn't prepared
It's
for
in my notes somewhere. Let me see. Beep. Belmore. That's right.
I thought you were doing that on purpose, where you were calling him a different name every time.
I was at first, but that's what's in my notes. So if I'm wrong, then...
So Sentinel and Samuel head down the road to the
Wait,
west
who's
road.
Samuel?
Samuel or William.
Sammy? Yeah, I know Sammy.
They head off to the west roads, and Song, Lurt, and Ozzy, you guys head off to try to find Belmore's goods or provisions or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't even know.
Wait.
And they're supposed to be quick and Belmore's trinkets and tools.
BTT.
Yes. As you guys look around, and I don't know if you guys ask around, but you find a small shop. Seems to be a little bit more run down than say the rest of the town, and you can see that it's not really well kept. There's a lot of junk in the front of the house or the building. There's the right side of the window. It's kind of busted.
My job brings the boys to the yard.
Yes. And just overall, it just looks like it's not kept well. But people pointed out that this is Belmore's goods. Belmore's trinkets and tools.
This is not exactly what I was expecting.
What were you expecting?
Not these.
Not the D's.
Not these.
Yeah, to these.
Yahoo!
Yahoo!
Wow!
I guess I'll walk up to the door and open it.
You go for the door and you try to push it open, and it gets jammed. It's stuck. You kind of look around and you can see that there's looks to be like something popping out of like the side of the wall next to the door, and it has like looks like to be a little switch.
Do we know what that is? Oh well, I'll try flipping it, I guess.
Okay, it kind of like resembles a key almost.
Okay. Like something I could remove from the wall?
You try to pull it, it doesn't go up, but you can kind of like turn it a little bit, and it seems to turn.
Kind of look back at the others. Am I doing this right?
I don't know.
Try hard.
I'll turn
Try
it.
what, Peggy?
Try harder.
I'll turn it more.
Right, you fully turn it clockwise, and then you hear like mechanical gears start to tick, 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 and you can see the door start to slowly like just shift open just like slightly every time, and then until it's fully open. And then as it gets to the last bit of it, you can hear like something being pushed as the door is being opened. So you hear just a lot of just like as the doors fully opens.
Something tells me nobody has been here in a long time. Ah well, we're here now. I'll walk inside.
Okay, you walk inside and you get hit with the smell of like dust, like a lot of like what's I guess like a mechanic shop almost.
Mm-hmm.
You get
Grease.
that smell. Yeah, grease. There you go. It smells like grease and
Oil.
Oh, there you go. Oil. It smells like oil. It smells like just
Sweat.
sweat.
If any of you've worked outside, you know the smell of a compact room where people have sweat in, and it's hot.
Mm.
Ah, so the what is it? The bathrooms at school after a band rehearsal.
Yes.
No,
Ugh.
it does not. It doesn't smell like that.
The changing rooms when we're changing into uniforms.
Girls is like deodorant perfume. Gross.
Ugh.
Horrible. You can't breathe in there.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah, let's go with the mechanic shop then. And as you guys enter, you can see that there's a lot of like different like barrels and boxes, and that they're full of like medals and trinkets, and there's stuff on the windowsill. There's stuff hanging from ropes and stuff like that. And what's it called on the? Shut up, mortal. The fucking
What?
mortal's freaking.
Hurry up.
And you can see that it's a very small room, but just a lot of different stuff. And as you enter the front, you can see that there is a kind of like a front counter. It's wooden. All of this is wooden, and there's a hallway that goes directly to the back, and you can see it's very dimly lit, but you can kind of see that there's two doors going either side, left and right.
There is no one in sight. There's nobody in sight.
You look around and you don't see anyone in the front. You kind of listen in, and just are you sure this is the right place? Like, and you can hear what? Oh, in the far back of the room, you can hear. I don't know if you heard that.
I heard a lot of things. I don't know if they were from your end, but
I heard like, dice being dropped. That's what it sounded
Oh,
like.
you hear.
oh, snoring. Got it.
Wait, is that mortal farting?
Yes, it's mortal farting.
His bass boosted.
Oh my god.
Jesus. Hello.
Okay.
We are looking for a Belmore. Is this the right place?
And you're speaking out loud?
Yes, I'm speaking loudly.
Oh. Who's there?
Some travelers. We were recommended. To buy something from here.
Be right up. And you can hear like shifting of like almost kind of like the door shifting of gears and metal scratching against each other, and what you see is you see like a figure like at the very top of the doorway, kind of like poke his head out, and what catches your eye is a red glow. And as he's like, 1 second, let me get myself situated here. And you hear him shuffling and stuff like that. And as he kind of comes out of the doorway and into the small hallway, you see the red glow again. It seems to be right around his face, his eyes specifically, and what looks like to be a very tall dwarf. I would say about let's see here, as I have here. I think I said 6 feet.
Mm-hmm.
He's about 6 feet tall, and as he walks past like the curtains that are covering the hallway, you can see that he's wearing a thick, leathery coat and black gloves. And as you get a closer look at his face, you can see that he's bald, but with it looks like that runs from his eyebrows all the way back. Looks to be like a tattoo. From each of the eyebrows, there's 2 tattoos, but they glow, and it kind of gives off like a zigzag, like a circuit board kind of thing, from going all the way from his eyebrows all the way back to the back of his head, and it kind of gives off a light. It emits a light red glow, and each time, let's see here.
Damn, dude, you didn't tell me this dude looked cool. I would have been there.
Well, I'm thinking you were the perfect one to be here, and now you're not.
No, but who's gonna go with Preston?
I would have. I should have. But
Yeah.
And his
you're gonna
beard,
talk
you can
it
see
up.
that his large beard is tied with a thick string at the end. It's tied into one big thick knot, and it's like wire, actually like copper wire that strings around. And as he hobbles over to the desk, you can hear his footsteps, very distinctive clank with each step, not a thud as a footstep would. It's more just like a clank. As he sits and he slams his left arm to rest, you hear not a thud but a clank again. And as he removes his glove, it's revealed that he has like a metal arm, and it's attached to his shoulder. And he kind of just, yeah. How may I help you?
you are Belmore.
Yep, that's me. And as he talks, you start to notice that it's kind of like a metal shifting on metal, like that whining sound, very slightly. And every time he finishes up a sentence, he adjusts his jaw a little bit.
This guy like a human sentinel? This is specifically to like Ozzy and Song mentally, because I've been speaking mentally. Haven't said that, but yeah.
I don't know. We came to look at your goods to see what you have. You look very familiar. I actually know someone who looks kind of like you before, but I hadn't met anyone like him before. So you are the second one I've met like you before.
That's very specific.
I suppose it is.
So you said you were sent here.
Yes, I believe Captain Reaver sent us here. We are adventurers.
Captain Reaver. Yeah. He said you were supposed to come by a little while ago,
Fuck off, Justin.
but no one came by, and I don't get that many people in here.
You already meted this with Samuel.
Who the fuck's talking?
It's me, Sentinel.
Get the fuck out of here. You're not here. Anyway,
Oh.
sorry, the voices in my head.
Can that
Yeah,
be canon, please? He has voices in his head.
You don't know that. Yeah, I have your things here. I was supposed to give you some potions and to see if you wanted to trade or anything here.
Song kind of raises his eyebrows. Oh, I did not realize you had this so planned out.
Yep, well, it was supposed to be on Captain Reaver's tab. He already paid for most of the stuff, mainly for the potions, which, by the way, kind of goes and kind of like, so he kind of goes under the table or the fucking thing, and he pulls out like a, no, not that. Where the hell? And he as he sits back up,
Monkey.
you can see, you can see that he kind of wobbles as he walks, as he stands up, but it doesn't seem like he's putting a lot of effort into like, his like getting up or walking. And as he kind of and he points up to the corner shelf on the top of the wall. You can see he extends a few more feet, and you can see his feet are dangling while these two mechanical like spider legs are like lifting him up, and he's like, there it is. And he pulls it down, and he pulls five there's 5 potions in this little cart thing.
Oh, no wonder you wanted me to meet him.
Yep, that's he said that that was gonna be good for you, and then he kind of pulls out like a little pipe. Anyone can roll roll an intelligence check.
Intelligence. Just straight intelligence?
Let me see. Yeah, why not?
Ooh. Okay.
Anyone who's paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll intelligence?
17.
Why did you volunteer, Ryle?
Why didn't you volunteer? You're partners with him.
I was going to, but you literally beat me to it, and so Song was just going to let him since you volunteered.
So
I got a natural 19, oh wait, natural 20, so I got a 19.
Oh. I got a 22.
okay.
I got a 17.
Okay, well, I guess like all of you kind of like as he pulls out this seems to be like a pipe of some kind. Like the old school, like, dads, the pipes, but this one seems to be made out of some sort of metal. And most of you, or all of you, recognize it seems to be like the same metal of Sentinel. And as you notice, his legs, or the mechanical legs, seem to be the same metal as Sentinel as well. But yeah, you got the 5 potions there, and browse my goods. As he smiles and he adjusts his jaw a little bit.
Look down at the potions. They're regular healing potions.
Yeah, 5 common healing potions.
Wonderful. I'll pick them up and I turn to the other 2. And I'll hand them over. You can take these for now.
Them too?
I guess to Ozzy, since you're probably crouched on the ground.
Yeah.
How many healing potions?
I gave you all 5.
Wait, if you
Whoa.
think
Ozzy's
crouched on the ground,
No,
what do
no,
you think
Lurt.
Lurt would do? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Lurt's just sitting on the ground looking like a frog.
Okay.
Then I'll turn back. One of our companions is someone very similar to you. I see some similar metal and such. He was requesting that I look for small metal boxes.
Kind of gives you like a squint, like a confused face. He's like, "You mean a construct?"
I suppose that's what I
A little
mean.
little bit of a smile. Oh, you don't get many around here.
I do not think he knew that you were one. Otherwise, I think he would have been a little more eager to come here.
Oh,
Did
fuck
you-
off.
Lurt's gonna mentally send a message to Song. Do you want me to go get him? I can go get him. Oh, can you buy potion making stuff here?
Why don't I go get him? You can buy your potion stuff. I will go fetch him, and maybe he could give you a little more details on what he wants.
Well, I think I know what he might want, but by all means, go and get your friend. Cracks his
Lurt-
jaw a little bit.
Lurt's gonna mentally say to Belmore, "Hello,
He kind of looks around.
hello."
Well, isn't that interesting? Kind of leans over, his feet like dangling onto the top of the counter. Hello, little one.
Hey, do you have potion making stuff?
Potion making stuff. Well, whatever I have here is what I got. I don't think I got any potion making things. I do have a few potions. But just I do prefer to do trade if anything.
I also have potions.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what do you got to trade then, friend?
Lurt's gonna hop up on the counter.
No.
Excuse me. Hello.
Nah.
He's gonna pull out a thick gray potion,
Hmm.
a brown potion that I think has fur in it, and a green potion that has chunks in it.
Oh my god.
Ew.
I forgot about that.
Oh, and
Green
I think he
potion
has.
has chunks.
Yeah, I think he has one more. I think there's a yellow one that has chunks in it.
What was the chunks from again?
This was all
Yellowish.
from the hag's
It's
place.
from the hag, but did we
Yeah.
identify them?
No.
And a
No.
yellowish chunk potion. I got these four. Oh, and a thick yellow potion.
Okay, you're just gonna give all of them?
No, I'm keeping the light red potion and the off healing potion.
Okay, so what say the first one again? The
A thick yellow potion.
hold on, let me look because I don't know. Fuck is all of my stuff.
Oh, just by the way, Jester, the voice is throwing me off. It sounds Cajun, but not.
Sounds like what?
Cajun, but not.
Oh. I'll talk. I'm basing it off of
No, you'll talk to me later about it, huh?
He already knows.
God damn it. Where's okay, the thick yellow potion. I'm thinking
Hmm.
yeah, I'm thinking this one. This one. Okay, what's the
Okay.
other one?
Thick gray potion.
Dick.
Like your mom.
Stop. Stop.
And then what's the other one?
Furry brown potion, or a brown potion that has fur in it.
The fuck is that?
It's a potion with an actual furry in it.
Hey,
Ugh.
hey guys.
Remy?
It's me, Remy.
Good God, why is this a thing?
Okay, me, Remy.
Okay, I think I got these. Okay, what else?
Sorry,
Yeah.
Remy.
Just regular
It's,
Remy.
it's
I'm
fine,
scared.
guys. It's fine.
I was doing voice acting stuff and I'm here. Okay.
A green potion with chunks in it.
Okay. All
Did you
right.
get it?
Yeah.
And then a yellowish chunk potion.
Jester's
Alrighty.
laughing because you're giving out all the good potions.
All right. Well, you got quite the variety here.
Lots of colors.
Yeah, lots of colors. Unfortunately, I will only be able to ascertain what they are, but I can do about 3 to figure out what they are.
Sure.
Which ones do you want to know?
The wait. The furry brown potion.
He kind of grabs it and like the one glove that kept on. You can see that these mechanical like little longer like it's like it extends his fingers almost. Like it kind of like it's kind of like a hand over his hand but mechanical, and it kind of grabs onto the potion, and he kind of like looks at it. One of his the monocle that he has, kind of puts it down and just looks at it. You can see a slight glow in the red eye. He's like, this is it's a little bit strange, but I believe this would give you a full day meal if you want to trade that. So you drink the potion and you're good for the entire 24 hours.
Okay. What about this green chunky potion?
Let me see. He grabs onto it, the mechanical fingers. By all means, friend, in the back, go ahead and browse my wares. As he looks at you, Ozzy.
Okay.
Kind of looks at it. Like, this one here is a polymorph potion.
Ooh.
What? Mean.
I heard that too.
Oh, I said, what does that mean? Am I cutting out?
You cut off at that one point.
Oh.
It just sounded like mean.
Man.
Michelle noises.
What the fuck was that?
That was straight up a sheep. That was 100% a sheep.
Don't worry about it.
Bah. It's like the first part, the sheep just forgot what sort of noise it's supposed to make. Wait, no. Bah.
Well, this one, it'll transform whoever drinks it into a different form. Unfortunately, it doesn't say into what.
Oh. Okay. What about that gray potion?
Looks at it. Oh, this one is well, the best way I can describe it, it's thick-skinned. You drink it, and it's gonna make you a little bit harder to damage yourself.
Well.
AC +3.
Damn, son.
So unfortunately, these are the only ones I'll be able to trade with, because I know what they do.
I'll trade the brown one.
All right. By all means, look ahead.
Okay. What is there around?
There's a lot of different things. You guys can roll a perception check.
Let's go.
Both
I'm
of y'all.
assuming that I'm on the way to find Sentinel at this
Yes.
point.
no.
I was gonna say, as you guys are rolling, Song, as you're going through the town, you can roll a perception check for me.
Oh boy. Diggity. Perception. Oh boy, that's a 13.
Okay. It's still early, and not a lot of people are out. You do see like a couple of people just sweeping up the front of their house, sweeping up the front of their shops and everything, just kind of getting everything organized and cleaned up for the day. Making your way to the west roads, you do see Sentinel standing like right next to a tree on off the road, and you do see Samuel sitting behind a large boulder, just chilling.
Hello again.
Hey, Song, did you find anything?
Hello, Song.
Hello. I did find a few things. Sentinel, I thought it would be better that you get the stuff yourself. One, because I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking for. But two, I think there's someone you would be interested in talking to there. I'll give you back your 20 gold.
What do you mean?
They look sort of like you, but in a different way. Made of metal.
In a different way. This Belmore person, I can assume.
Yes, it is the owner of the shop, Belmore.
Understood. I shall go to him, and you will watch.
Yes, I
Very
think that will
well.
be best. And I'll kind of point out the direction to go to get there.
Thank you.
All right. You just you chill with Samuel and Sentinel as you're heading back into the town. Ozzy and Alert. What did you guys roll?
I rolled an
19.
11.
Okay, Ozzy, you rolled a 19.
No, I rolled a 19.
Oh, let's see. Lots of goodies here.
Goody, goody, goody.
Goody goody gumdrops, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Lurch, as you're looking around, you're kind of like you hop over to like one box and it's just a bunch of scrap metal. You hop over to another one. This one has this is actually like a almost looks like a table, and but it has like a big old like turning propeller, almost like like one of those TikTok toys. And you just kind of turn it and it hops or something. You know what I mean?
TikTok toys.
I don't know.
Wind up toys.
There you go, wind up toys. It kind of looks like that, but it has like a big old gem in the center of it, and on top of it, there's a couple of items there. There is, you see that there's like seems to be like a strap that's connected to this.
Bang bang.
There's a strap and it has like it's connected to these like goggles of some kind, and you kind of pick it up and something drops and you see that there's like looks like to be like a metallic bug.
Please do.
That's an eye bug. You put on the goggles, you attune or whatever you say like that, and once you attune to that, you'll be able to see what the bug sees, and it has you can basically go around and move it as you will.
Okay. What's this? He'll point to the toy.
That's not a toy. That's
Well,
Mule.
no, he just pointed to it.
Oh well, that's Mule. He's my mule. When I used to travel from Zobat to here, he's more of just he carried all my crap.
Okay.
You wind him up and he'll carry the weight for you.
Interesting. I have
Um,
someone for that.
Yeah. As you look deeper into the container that's as he says Mule is holding, you see more straps and these leather straps, and you pull this long like contraption. It just seems like loose straps everywhere. And as you kind of pull it out and just put it on the floor, he's like, "Oh, that one's just a prototype, but that one's I call it a flicket. It's supposed to be a kind of a sort of a grappling hook."
I can climb.
Well, there you go.
Grappling? It's for fucking babies who can't climb.
That's for tadpoles.
Yeah.
No, you're not clever.
What? I didn't even. Peggy.
I was
Why?
trying out more thing.
Yeah. You also see a hooded lantern, and actually you find underneath it all, you see like a white mask. It seems to be
Lies.
cracked, and as you pull it out, it has like it's a white mask with an eerie smile to it.
Oh my god.
Wait,
It's,
is it made of porcelain?
Do you know what that is?
What?
You kind of tap. You kind of tap it. Yeah,
Well, no,
Seems
this
like
is out of game. This is out of game. Is it made of porcelain?
maybe.
Oh my god, Jester.
My heart.
it's lies.
It's Liza's mask.
They killed him.
Yeah, it's cracked a little bit, but
It is lies.
I told you. It's a porcelain
This is
cracked mask. What does
Um,
this do?
Okay.
that's just something I found.
What does it do?
I don't know. I tried to see if it was magical or anything, but I just thought it looked nice, so I kept it.
Is it free?
No, that's the question.
Yeah, well, I didn't find. No one's bought it, and I have no use for it. So sure.
Ooh. Lert's gonna put it on.
Okay. Put it on, and you can see like the little slits where the eyes are. It's a little weird for you because your eyes are a little bit.
My eyes are on the
Um,
side of my head.
Yeah. But yeah, you see a hooded lantern. You see a twig.
Oh,
But,
so Michelle is in game also? Huh.
Bruh.
Porcelain. I don't know how to spell that. Yeah.
Porcel.
I got it. I got it.
But yeah,
What do these two do? He'll point at the lantern and the stick.
the hooded lantern is for light. It shoots more of a direct light source than around. And that twig can't be broken.
Lert will just pick it up and just like try
Get-
bending it.
Get the twig. It's the unbreakable rod.
Yep, you try to bend it. It's very difficult for you to bend.
The immovable rod.
Yeah.
Oh, he confirmed it.
Oh.
Not too late.
What
Yeah,
is-
I've tried to break it so many times. I've lost so many contraptions trying to break it.
Is it good for anything?
Doesn't break.
God. The way I imagined Lurt's thought process is it good for anything? That's like fourth on her list. The first one is, can I eat it? So she went immediately to the fourth because he said that it's unbreakable. So is it good for anything?
I found a video I need to show y'all. Oh my god.
Oh no.
But yeah, it doesn't break at all. I've tried to.
How much for this thing?
You can put it on the table.
It's already on the table.
The counter over here.
Okay. He'll take the goggles and the metallic bug and the twig to the table.
All right. And as you're doing that, Ozzy, as you're looking around, you see you kind of the one thing that kind of stands out to you. You see this snow globe kind of thing, and inside is like a tree. It's like a winter tree, and as you shake it, you can see that there's snow starts to fall around you.
Wait, around?
Yeah. You shake it and the snow starts to fall around your vicinity, 5 feet around you. But as soon as it
Cool.
hits the ground, it disappears.
Is Lert close to that?
You can see it, yeah.
Lert would kind of like edge away from that.
Do I feel that it's cold or do I just see it?
You see it, and it touches your. You can feel like it almost like touches your skin, but it disappears, and there's no water trace.
She's gonna put it back immediately.
Um, as you're looking around, you also see you see that there's a jar on the window seal, and in the jar there's a string on the cork itself, and there's a key, and it's like kind of leaning a certain way.
Okay. What's
There's
this?
huh?
What's this? She's pointing at the jar.
Uh, um, that's a key in the jar. It always points south.
So it's like a compass?
I guess. I never really figured out what it does. I've tried to open it up, and it just it drops. Doesn't point south. As soon as I put it back into the jar, it starts to point south. Flip it around. If you flip it around and try to make it to go face north, east, or west, it'll just keep on pointing south. It's an interesting little trinket.
Uh-huh. I shall keep looking.
As you're looking around, you can see that there's a little bowl on the counter, not on the counter, on the windowsill as well. That there's looks like to be 5 gold coins. And as you look closely at them, you can see it's almost kind of like the golden chocolate candy. Has anyone tried that? No, just me.
Yes.
Okay.
No, yeah.
Yeah, the coin chocolate.
I love
Yeah.
coin.
It's kind of like that. So the ends of it, you can see that it's actually covered, like a very thin sheet of gold, but underneath you can see copper.
Is this
Oh,
like
hi,
fake
copper.
money?
Yeah, I found that. That's 5 fake copper pieces.
Did someone scam you?
No, just yeah, I found it. I just thought it was interesting. Someone would do that.
Cool.
There's as you're looking around, you can also see you're kind of going through this box, and there's a circular frame goggles. There's a compass that there's a small little compass that has like a little chain on it on the end. There's a little tiny brass clockwork. Looks like to be like a building. I guess it kind of resembles almost like a church of some kind. And as you kind of turn the little handle, it kind of plays like a little cathedral, like a little organ music.
Ew.
There's you see there's also like another mechanical looks like to be like a little turtle, and as you turn it, it kind of snaps at you.
Ah! That's violent. No. Bad.
Yeah, and as you kind of like you're scanning the area, you kind of see these three little containers of some kind, and they're more close to the front counter. They seem to have some sort of dark liquid to it.
Ugh.
I would be careful with that one. That one's I found that in the that one someone gave to me. It's I think he said he found it in the Feywild. It's fairy dragon coffee. Very strong stuff.
Coffee? What's coffee?
Well, it's something that's gonna give you a lot of energy. And they're like small little shots.
Oh.
Ah,
They're in needles. You inject
You
it.
pump it right into your bloodstream.
yeah. And in front of the counter, there's a 3-foot tall statue of a cat made of stone. The cat itself has an earring on the ear.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be like some sort of gem on it, but Yeah.
Remy.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Chester, you cheeky bastard.
What?
That's what I think it is.
Send it to me. But yeah, overall, everything else just seems like something that's not interesting to you. Everything else is, yeah. Did you find anything you liked?
Nah. Necessarily. Maybe the dragon shots, but otherwise, you have
Hmm.
anything that can like, kind of specialized. Never mind.
What?
Don't worry about it.
All right.
Yeah, it's the thing Peggy says.
What?
Well, so it's gonna be together then. So you got the dragon shots, you got the eye bug, and you got the twig. And you wanted to trade the brown potion for that.
Yes. I have money too.
I prefer not money. I like interesting things. How about I
Oh.
take that?
Oh, do you like this? He'll Lurt will pull out the what was it? The necklace with the rabbit's foot, and the rabbit's foot's still moving.
Oh, look at that. You know what? I like you. I'll take the rabbit's foot and the potion, and you can have this stuff right here.
Sounds good.
All right. So then he hands you the 3 shots of coffee, the fairy dragon coffee to you, Ozzy, and then Lurt, you got the other things. What was it? The twig and the goggles, the eye bug goggles.
Yeah.
Okay. And at this point, this is when Sentinel comes in.
Can you describe this man for me?
What you see is like you see a very tall.
wait.
You want me to describe him like the way I described him last time?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. I'm just gonna type him up.
Okay. A red glow catches your eye as a tall dwarven man walks past the curtains. You see that he's wearing a thick leathery coat and black gloves. As you get a closer look at his face, you can see that he's bald, but he has these 2 looks like to be circuit lines going from his eyebrows all the way to the back of his head, and they kind of emit a light red glow. His beard is tied into one thick knot with copper wires, and as he hobbles, you can hear a distinctive clank with each step he takes. And as he rests his arm on the counter, it slams, and you hear not a thud, but a clank. And as he removes the glove, you can see he has a metal left arm. And at this point, as you're entering, you can see that he's smoking on his pipe. It starts to cover the top of the room.
Greetings.
Well, hello, construct.
Greetings to you. Belmore, I can only assume.
You assume correct. I'm assuming your construct, your companion or master was talking about.
Companion. My masters, as far as I know, are gone.
Well, that's a shame. Were you were the one looking for, I'm assuming, the boosters for you.
Indeed, I can heal myself, but my companions will not be able to heal me.
Yeah, that seems to be the issue with most constructs. It's a good thing they came out with these in Zobet, and I don't have a wide variety of these because of, we're not in Zobet. I could
Do I-
probably order them, but it's going to be a little bit more pricey.
I came from Zobat.
He came from Zobet.
Do I know what Zobat is?
I think you would. You were more closer to like the bottom of Zobet, which is where north of here.
Zobet. I have only been there for a short amount of time.
Where did you come from, Construct?
A land not of this world as far as I know.
Like in the stories, yeah?
One could say.
Well, I guess that's all fine and dandy if that was programmed into your system. In my opinion, that's just a bunch of bull. But
What do you mean by that?
Transforms into a bull.
Yeah.
Well, the stuff with the Chaliste, right? Was that the name? Chaliste? Caliste. All the stories with the Calistes and having temples all around. It's all a bunch of stories. I'm assuming your master or whoever built you probably programmed that into your head.
Not programmed whenever I have glimpses of images.
So you got some images in you of that.
Slight. There is some malfunctioning within my memory.
Yeah, that would be about covering it. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess they're not all stories, but I think most of it's just a bunch of bull. Because there's not much to discover besides their metals and their magical sources and all that. But I mean, that's where I get most of my things. And then as he kind of looks around, you kind of see all the metals. It kind of resembles like your armor.
Indeed, you, Fleshwalker, seem to have taken a liking in our technology.
Oh yeah, most of the people in Zobet, that's how we survive. If not, it would be a horrible place. I mean, granted, it still is. I think I don't really care for history, but I believe that the people who were there, they discovered some sort of temple or some bull like that, and they were able to use the technology, and they were able to make all sorts of things, contraptions, weaponry, all sorts of crazy things like that. And of course, they try to do, and he kind of looks at his hand, extra stuff to their person to advance their life. It's quite common over there.
This temple, where is it located?
You can probably find it north of here. Head into Zobet. Should be around the center of it. Again, I never really cared for it. But I believe they built a city around it.
The city is called.
I'll get back to you on that, Ryle.
Okay, Chester. These procedures that you have on your flesh. How does it come?
What do you mean by that?
How do you perform these procedures? As far as I can see, your legs are metallic, your left arm are metallic, but it seems some of the wirings are placed inside your flesh.
Very carefully. A lot of people die in that kind of development. Granted, I did this myself, couldn't trust anyone else to do it.
Can I insight him on that?
Yeah.
Here we go! Bah!
That's a 4, motherfucker.
It's kind of hard to read them.
No, that's 10.
10?
Mhm.
It's kind of hard to read, but he seems to be truthful.
You did it on your own. How?
Well, you have to have the right tools for the job and kind of figuring out. You have to have the things built pre-surgery. And just go from there. The arm was easy to do. I just cut my arm off and just planted into my
The fuck?
Just cut my arm off. Yeah, no big deal.
No biggie, just fucking. The fuck?
Guys, it's okay. We're mixing in fantasy with cyberpunk, okay?
Of course, you can probably go into the big cities and have them done done properly there, but they'll charge you up the ass.
You said, construct, you know what I am. Have you seen more of my kind?
Oh yeah, all over Zobet. But most of the time they're built from the type of metal that we're both made out of. And they usually have a master or two.
These masters, who are they?
Anyone that can build or anyone that can afford them.
They are not orcs.
No. There's all sorts of races in Zobet. Mostly dwarves and dragonborns.
But none that are green-skinned.
Occasionally, you'll find a human or an orc or two. But mostly are dragonborn and dwarves.
Interesting. These constructs, how well are they made?
Kind of looks you up and down and is like, well, definitely not as built as properly as you. Someone must have liked you a lot to have you built that heavy set.
He'll see Sentinel look at his arm, and his arm, like the plate you see, he sees his arm plates shift to resemble a bear claw, and then an eagle's talon, and then wings, and then back to his normal hand.
Oh, that's cute. Look at that. Someone really loved you. Are you sure you're not for sale?
Bruh.
Someone not only loved me, but they made me for a purpose. I am not an object like your constructs that you know of in Zobet.
Well, that's a shame. Oh, but yes. I love the history talk and all that, but are you interested in any of the items here?
These booster shots, how much?
I prefer trading. And he pulls out 2. Like I said, you'll probably find them a lot more up north from here. But just so you know, they are expensive.
I'm gonna look down at Lurt and then at Ozzy.
I have nothing to trade but coin.
I don't have much either. I have the black opal ring.
I can give you the green chunky potion.
That's the polymorph one. Yeah, you know what? I'll take the potion. I think that's fair enough for now. He takes the potion and he slides the 2, it looks like syringes, but instead of like a pointy end, it has more of like a square box to it. Now, you know how to use these, right?
Crude. As
No,
far as I remember.
The thing with these were made in Zobet. So that way, whenever the constructs malfunction or, go down and protecting their masters, they need to just be jolted in your center of your core. And this would bring you back to a little bit of a boost. Thus, boosters.
So I just stab him with it?
You aim for the center of his core, and he kind of pokes you a little bit, Sentinel.
I'm gonna stay there. Where does he poke me?
No, your center.
Okay. Like my chest?
Yeah, don't you have your glowing gem on the center of your chest, or is it like on around your belly?
Technically, I have a lot of glowing gems everywhere. I have glowing gems on my wrist. There's a glow to my chest, but just out of game, the center of my core is the emerald on my forehead.
Oh, so then you want to go for any of the gems because those would be more focused. You don't want to aim for the plates; it may not work as well. So you want to go for the gems. Give him a straight boost to his system.
I'm just gonna look at Ozzy and Lurt to see if they understand it.
Lurt blinks.
Just take this, and then just kind of he kind of like mimics it, like take this and just stab it in his head.
I can do that.
There you go. Then kind of slides him over, takes the potion.
Thank you for the information.
Been a pleasure, Construct.
I'm gonna leave.
All right.
Lurt will nod to him and then also hop out.
Alrighty, everyone's leaving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lurt.
Yeah.
He gave us 2, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
May you hand one of the shots to Ozzy.
Lurt will hand it over.
I have seen you I have seen you fight Ozzy, and you are faster than most.
Okay.
And this,
I tap my forehead. And you guys see on my forehead, well, I've told you this, but you see that green emerald glow on my forehead, which you have seen every time I've transformed. It glows brighter.
Hmm.
Because that's the only part of me that doesn't really change as much whenever I transform. It's always constant whenever I transform into my different forms. That I always have a glow on my forehead.
Hmm. Okay.
this is my core. The booster shot may be crude, from what I may have been used to before, but it will work for now.
Guess we head back to the group.
Alrighty. You guys head back, and you can see Song and Samuel playing rock paper scissors.
I do not understand this game.
Song, it's easy. You just gotta. Oh, hey, look, there's a group.
Got out of that one.
Did you find anything interesting?
Yeah, I got a bug and an unbreakable stick.
I got
Oh.
coffee that's so strong, they told me to be careful with it.
What's coffee?
What is...
Power drink, apparently. A power potion.
So would you say it was a successful trip then?
Yeah.
Sure.
Relatively.
That is good.
He is a crude man.
I did not pick that up from him. How so?
My people, my history. He is unknowing of them. Not unknowing, but rather ignorant. Us constructs are not objects.
He thought you were.
I understand where he comes from. The way of life my old people had does not transfer in this present time.
How old are you?
I do not know. There are, what you can say, lapses in my memory.
That is where you want to go to the library to find answers.
Indeed, to find out what happened to my people.
We will get you there. Won't we?
Yeah, I guess so.
Sure.
That's...
Well, then, I feel
I
like
mean,
I've
sure.
set...
As long as it's not too hot there, or dry, or cold.
You really aren't very happy in most places, are you?
I like it when
Yeah.
it's like hot and wet. I just don't like it when it's hot and dry.
So
Well.
the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Well, we're heading up north near almost near Zobet, so maybe a little hot going up there.
Is it wet?
Well, Zobet is a desert, so
What's that?
it's very hot.
You're gonna die.
Oh, Ozzy.
Yeah.
I did give you the The 5 potions.
Yeah.
I was thinking that you can keep 2 of them, but maybe we should divvy out the rest.
Okay. So one for you. One for you. She hands one to, Construct's name. I forgot all of y'all's name. Holy shit.
Sentinel.
I don't need
it's
one.
on the bottom. Okay, she gives one to Sentinel, she gives one to Song, one for you. And then she
Healing
goes,
potions? I don't use healing potions.
That's why I said you could keep 2.
yeah, you gave me 5. And so I have 2, so I have 3 to give out.
Yes.
Exactly, Sentinel, you gave us the booster things, right? So then we give this stuff to you so that you can heal us.
There is some wisdom to that.
But
I
he has
have
spells.
healing spells of my own. I gave the boosters to you because, as far as I know, you do not have any other way of healing me.
Alright, give it to William. Or Burrito, or whatever we're calling him.
It's William. Ozzy.
Yes, William.
Remember.
It's Squilliam now.
What the fuck?
Alright, yeah, I guess I'll hold one.
There we go. Now we each have 1, but Ozzy has 2. And then
Did I
Sentinel.
get one? I did get one.
Yes, you got one.
Oh, thanks.
It's literally in your face now.
How dare you? Don't hold it up to my face.
Not up to, in your face.
Don't put anything in my face.
Well, I guess we're going to where's that place called? Thulboulder? City of Thulboulder?
Sure.
It's gonna take us a little bit of time.
Fun.
Can I make a perception check around the area to look for people looking at us? Specifically the bounty hunters.
Roll a perception check.
With advantage?
Sure, I kind of like you.
Oh.
I could almost feel the sarcasm.
I couldn't tell if that was sarcastic or not. But either way, my first roll was a nat 19 for a total of 25, I believe.
Okay. No, you look around and it's still early. It's like maybe around 8. I spent an hour.
I look around and I see a porcelain mask duck behind an alleyway.
See a duck?
No, I said a porcelain mask duck behind the alleyway.
Oh, duck. Okay.
Like duck.
Yeah, yeah.
The movement.
Yes, I
the
know.
creature.
I'm aware. I take away your advantage now.
I didn't even roll with advantage.
And what's it called? You see the people are out and about, but no bounty hunters. You see some of the guards out and about, and they just kind of give you like a look. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Well, it's gonna take us a few days, but I guess might as well get on moving.
Have you been to Thulboulder?
No, we passed it by.
Did we?
Yeah, we came from Zobet.
Nah. Directions.
Yeah, we would have came from this right over here. That's
see.
from what I'm seeing, at least.
Hmm.
But I guess we better get a move on then.
Might as well get started.
Yep. And you guys head out?
Moving on up.
Alrighty.
Lane.
And you can see that this road, it kind of combines with this larger road that kind of goes straight where you guys are heading, but all the way down. And you can see it kind of goes all the way down south. And this road seems to be a little bit more busy than the road you're coming off of on. You can see people coming in and out every like 30 minutes to an hour. And as you get closer to down the road, are you guys just chilling as you guys are traveling, or what? Are you guys keeping an eye out?
Keeping an eye out.
Always.
Okay, yeah, definitely Samuel as well. So I'm gonna roll for him as well. You guys can roll for perception checks.
Oh, not 20. Hell yeah, baby.
Oh my god, y'all are rolling insane. I'm not.
I know.
Samuel's,
I rolled a 6.
Samuel got a little dust in his eye. God damn it.
I do not understand. Does the rock come first or the paper?
No, you just gotta do it like, and you just. Never mind. We'll talk about it later.
Metal.
What are
Alright, you
scissors?
use it to cut things.
Isn't that a knife?
No, but never mind.
Metal claw.
What did you get, Sentinel?
10.
10. So, alert.
Natural 20, so 24.
Unless you give me an advantage, Justin.
No, I don't like you now. Alert.
Natural 20, so 24.
Song.
I got a 6.
Ozzy.
An 18.
Alrighty. As you guys are traveling, and you got an early start, so as you're traveling down the main road, it's very much like a lot of hills and fields and things like that. So you get an occasional tree. You come across, like, let me see. You make your way, so like right around here, and you come across, like, there's a small, like, little cluster of trees, and you haven't seen anybody for like 20 minutes now. Alert, you see like two little figures next, like on the road, and as soon as they see, like, look back, and they're like, "Oh," and they go into the bushes near the trees. And for you, Lurt and Ozzy, you guys can see that there's a little bit of like an indentation in the road.
What do you mean?
It doesn't look like it's been like dug up or anything, but it looks like there's something on the road. And as you get closer, it looks like rope.
Okay. Can she grab like a stick?
Yeah. You
Alright,
pick up
she
you
throws
pick
it
up
at the rope.
you throw aside the rope.
Mm.
You kind of toss in it, and it lands right in the middle, and then you hear, "Get it!" And then you see the rope kind of like go up, and it kind of like tightens, and then the twig falls. It's like, did we get it? Did we get it? It's like, I don't know. Go look. And you see like one little goblin head pop out, and just like, ah, and goes inside the bush.
Oh my god!
They saw us. Did they?
The hell was that?
Just stay in the bush. Just stay in the bush.
Lurt's
you guys
gonna,
are, like,
Lurt's
right-
gonna,
You guys are right there too.
yeah, Lurt's gonna mentally like say to Ozzy, "Oh, look, it's more of you."
I know, it's really weird.
Hey, you! Lurt's gonna like reach out to them in their head. Hey, what are you doing?
They're in my head. They're in my head. Ah!
Just one. I'm assuming she's in your head. Just one. I'm not in your head. Hi.
The one little goblin kind of comes out and just like is like holding his head, like kind of like going back and forth. Get out! Get out!
Joke's on you, I'm in your head.
Who
No.
the hell is this?
More of us.
Ah! It starts to rolling around on the dirt.
It's not that. It's eat that inferior creature.
I'm not inferior. Oh wait, can she hear that?
No.
And then the other goblin's like, no, come, get up, we gotta run, go.
Run! Why are you running?
Oh.
Ozzy like gets in front of them. Hello.
Drop, get up. There's another one. Look.
Hi. What do you? I can understand that we're goblin. So I'm green too.
Oh, and then the one on the floor, it's all dirty and everything. It's like, hello.
Hi, I'm Ozzy. What's your name?
The one on the one who got up from the ground is like, my name's Jaw Drop. And then the other one's like, the other one standing up. I'm Lucky.
Hi, Lucky. Hi, Jojo. These guys are okay. Yeah.
Huh?
I do not know what is going on.
No.
I don't either, but they
We're
are
trying to-
inferior beings.
We're trying to rob you.
Oh, well, you failed. You better get out of here or else we'll kick your butt.
But we're
Can I eat them?
hungry.
Is Goblin different from? Is Goblin?
Are they
different-
speaking Goblin?
Did you say you were talking Goblin, Ozzy?
Yeah.
So yeah, you just hear.
You can see why I do not understand what is going on.
I can understand some phrases, but it is mostly chopped.
Can I eat one?
I do not think that would be a good idea.
Lart's already like opening his mouth and like walking towards the goblin that was on the ground.
Song will like place his hand on your snoot and too late to realize what that means.
I'm gonna grab Lurt. Just with my giant head, I'm gonna stop Lurt with my hand, just holding on Lurt.
Oh, if you touch my snoot, you're gonna have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
I did it at the same time that Song does it.
You don't got any food?
I mean, you want some?
That's a solid
Yeah, I mean-
6, Michelle.
We're gonna try to kill you and eat your food. Yeah, we were gonna try to get you, but yeah, we're not really good at this.
You would have died. Not gonna lie. You would have died.
Uh,
Yeah.
You'll be poisoned for 1 minute.
Good try though. Yeah. One of us is like, we're just whack people. Don't worry about it.
oh,
So I can give y'all 5 of my rations.
no. The Lucky kind of goes over and he kind of extends his right hand and just like, oh, and you can see this just a stump on his hand, and he's like, oh, sorry. Holds out his left hand.
Do I see this exchange between these two?
Yeah, you just see, you just hear the gibberish, kind of like you're catching a few words, but it's not really making sense to you.
Yeah,
And you can see Ozzy just going through her pack and just giving them food.
Ozzy.
Yeah.
What do they want?
They're hungry. They want food.
Why are we giving them food? If they tried to kill us, did they try to kill us? Is that what they were trying to do?
Yeah, we tried to kill you, but you saw through our trap.
It's in common now. Oh right, goblins can speak Goblin in common, right?
Yeah, we were gonna try to catch you in that rope, but then we were gonna beat you with a club. Isn't that right, Jaw Drop? Yeah.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't have worked.
That
You
would
guys
have
need to
been
become
the
smarter.
most unfortunate situation. If you want food, I can catch some.
They just look at each other. They look at you, Ozzy.
I mean, y'all need to learn from someone, or else you're gonna get killed by someone else. Not gonna like seriously.
Do you make a habit of attacking anyone who walks down this road?
Oh yeah, we got a few people. We mostly just, they see through our traps and then we just scare them and then they drop a few food. Yeah.
Can I eat them now?
No, they're gross. They're probably gross.
Even Ozzy saying that her kind is gross.
I would
Also,
know.
why did you touch me?
I was going to stop you, and now my head is spinning around.
That's why you don't touch me. I mean, I'll give you a hug if you want more.
And you can see that they're already starting to go through the food a little bit.
Ozzy,
Yeah.
do you think you can convince them to not do that to people?
Hey, you two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Learn how to catch food and not catch people.
Oh.
You're worse at it anyway.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, and also, if we see you when we come back, we're gonna kill you if you do that again.
That's more like it.
They back away a little bit.
That's unfortunate. Perhaps we should teach them how to catch their own game.
I don't know, maybe I learned the best when I was dying. So,
You
Should we
did
beat them
what?
what?
Should we beat them within an inch of their life so they can learn when they're dying?
No.
Hey,
We'll beat
Lurt.
them when they come back if they haven't changed.
Lurt, your Michelle is showing.
Sorry, couldn't help what you were saying.
Ozzy, your Peggy is showing also.
What do you mean?
I don't know what you're talking about. Who the hell is Michelle?
I must
I-
say
I-
it
I
is not
have
good
to-
for my conscience to know that we are just leaving people who could attack others. But
We can leave them for the better.
I am
I
not
say we just get rid of them.
Hmm.
You two,
Eh?
do you have any more companions?
No, we were kicked out of our tribe.
Why?
Huh? I said we got too much mischief. Yeah, we didn't get a lot of stuff done over there. Oh.
So what is it that you do now?
Well, we rob people from the streets.
Hmm.
Oh. It's going good so far, and even better now that you guys stopped us.
That is no good.
No, this is good. This is real good.
As far as society sees it. You may try to rob the wrong person and they will kill you.
Looking at Lurt, who's probably licking his lips and eyeballs.
Luke doesn't have lips.
Well, licking his mouth and eyeballs. Doing that frog thing, kind of cleaning himself, just getting himself ready.
God, now I'm imagining a frog with lips. Oh no.
No,
Luscious
he's-
lips.
He's like wiping his knife on his arm to like
Yeah.
poison it up.
No, yeah, Lucky found that the hard way. That's why we call him Lucky. Yeah, he holds up his stump of his right arm.
Why
Yeah,
do you still do it then?
We're hungry. Yeah, we call him. It's the thing about Lucky 7, right? So that's why we call him Lucky. He pulls up, yeah, because I got 7 fingers. Pulls up his 5.
See, I told you not to try to eat them. They're
No,
disgusting.
no, Jester. One of his hand is cut off, but he has 7 fingers, so there's 2 extra fingers on one hand.
No, he just can't count.
No,
And then the other one, jaw drop, kind of like whispers, like kind of does that little hand motions, like he doesn't know how to count. It's actually 6 he has. Yeah,
At this point, Song actually like face palms.
yeah. I'm called jaw drop because I can do this, and he starts popping his jaw off like just like a snake kind of.
Oh, like unhinging his jaw.
I'm also gonna say,
I can also do that.
and he just sees my jaw come off my head.
Oh!
Is now the time for the booster shot.
No, this is simple. I just loosened up some screws.
Oh. Hey, jaw drop. Do you think you can do that? He starts grabbing his jaw. Let's go! No!
Lurt brings out his knife. I can make him.
Freaking Saw Trap 2.0.
What do we do with them? I I do not want them to rob people, but I do not want to see them killed.
Well,
Ozzy,
yeah.
I believe you should make this decision.
I mean, they should definitely be taught how to hunt, but I don't know whether they're gonna use that to hunt animals or hunt people.
Probably both.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
exactly.
May I just say, Ozzy, you are quite different.
I mean, not really. Actually, I can kind of relate to these guys.
You want to hang out with us? Yeah. We could always use a third person.
No, I got something else to do.
Ah.
I don't want to hang out with people who don't even know how to hunt. You can't even tell a stick apart from a human, or like someone you can rob.
Yeah.
Do you wish for me to end your life?
as
What?
Sentinel will outstretch his hand and it turns into claws.
They start backing into the bush. No. One of them drops the food and just kind of goes for it a little bit and just like.
No, that's probably not the greatest idea. Don't drop food. You're the one who said you were hungry, and I gave you it. So
I
don't
know, there's a lot of food here. This is going to help us out a lot. Thanks, Ozzy. Yeah,
good.
thank you.
Make sure you hunt not people, not innocent people. Hunt innocent animals.
Ah.
I do not like the emphasis on innocent.
I am not opposed to the idea of them joining with us and us teaching them a better way to live.
And if we could keep an eye on them, that would make sense.
Guess while we're still on the road. But once we reach the destination, I don't think a lot of people like goblins, especially goblins in big groups.
You know that for a fact, Ozzy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just not confident in my answers.
We don't like cities.
I can watch them at night because I don't sleep. Lurt just looks at them.
I can also watch them at night.
But you have to like do the recharge thingy.
Okay.
I can access my reserves if needed.
Okay, so I guess till now that they can just join up with us.
They kind of look at each other, kind of like squint their eyes. You got any more food?
We can teach you how to hunt, and then that's like a future food, right?
They look at each other. Yeah.
So yeah, well, we're still on the road. I guess you can follow us.
For the betterment of your kind.
All right. Yeah, all right.
Learn a better way to live so that this society, will learn to accept you more.
So you're going to teach us how to hunt?
No,
Yes, only if you promise not to use it on good people or people who didn't bother you.
Promise?
Yes,
Aw.
promise. That means if you break it once, you have 2 more times to not break it.
Yeah, it's a goblin thing, I know. Yeah, what do you think, Jaw Drops? I can fix. Hold on. Pops his jaw back. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay, cool.
So we get 3 chances. Yeah, sounds good.
You do not want to know what happens after the 3 chances.
I eat them.
They kind of growl at you a little bit. Oh wait, no, that's yeah.
They growl, and I just go.
Oh, yeah. They kind of go behind Ozzy.
There.
Oh.
That was called a jest.
Chester,
What's the
Chester,
best?
Chester.
Just. Never mind.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well then,
Right.
it
Where are we
seems have
going?
grown. We're going north
North.
and east.
Okay, that's too many directions. We're just falling
Yeah.
down.
Hang on, let's get our bags. Yeah. They kind of go over, and you can see that these bags are like, they're nice. They're nice bags. They have like a little bit of like the hang like little copper circles it's like a purse almost like a purse, like it has like fancy stuff on it.
Did you steal that from someone too?
Maybe.
Of course.
It's nice though, right?
Is that one promise down?
What?
No, because it's not. They did that in the past. They didn't do that now.
Yeah.
Understood. I
Stop
do
getting
not
us in trouble.
understand the promise system. I am merely trying to learn.
Yeah. So if they don't do what we promised about, after we promised it, then they break the promise. But it doesn't count if they did it before.
What happens when their promises run out?
Well, we kill them. Isn't that right, boys?
Yeah.
Isn't that right, boys?
Ozzy is the leader of a gang now.
Yeah. That's our culture. Yeah.
That
Three
is very
chan-
interesting.
3 chances and you're dead. Yeah.
Is that why you ran away? You used your 3 chances already.
No, the bugbears just bully us.
Yeah,
Cause we're small.
that's true.
You are pretty small, but that is no excuse.
Yeah, but you're yellow or orange, whatever the hell you are.
You
And
don't
my
understand,
color.
Have you seen a bugbear?
You're not this orange. Orange means you're the leader.
Does it mean I'm the leader? I'm confused now.
No, you're a lot of colors. That means you're only the leader sometimes. Mm-hmm.
Gold is technically the leader, but you're orange, so orange is higher than red.
Right.
What
Who
about
is technically
greens?
the leader?
Huh?
Who is technically the leader?
Apparently. Well, Song, because Song is like orange
Oh,
most of the
'Cause
time.
it got cut off at the first part, so I heard like "ong."
Orange.
Ong. Ong.
Orange means you're an elite warrior, and therefore you are higher than red. So,
What?
Lucky's like, well, what about green?
green are the bottom tier. You're the lowest of the low.
They look at
Yeah,
each other and they're just like, yeah, that's pretty true, yeah.
I look at my glow.
I kind of pat Sentinel on the shoulder. Is this your culture here?
Yeah.
No.
And in my culture, you only get one chance. If you break the law, we eat you.
I do
And
not
we're-
like the amount of eating that you do.
And where does that leave me?
I don't know. You're like a weird.
He's like a light brown.
Flesh walker.
We don't have those. We don't have that color. Usually, when we see your kind, we eat you. So.
Yeah. Usually we'll just beat you and just take your stuff. Yeah. Well, that's nice.
I'm gonna put a hand on Samuel's shoulder in like the really weird and awkward and aloof kind of way.
Mhm.
Do not worry. My culture does not eat or beat humans.
Well, thank you, Sentinel. That means a lot.
However, if you do commit crimes, we do have certain punishments.
Oh, all right. I guess that's sure.
Hand on shoulder, so
You will be fine.
I feel like your aloof hand on shoulder thing is when you have your hand on his shoulder, you're just not looking at him. You're just looking straight forward.
no,
If
it's that too hard of a stare kind of thing. Like you actually believe.
If it is any consolation, William, I do not know what my culture is, so I don't think it involves killing you. Maybe.
I don't know what the fuck I would do.
Well, I guess that's some sort of comfort, I guess.
I will say, however, you have a disturbing way with names.
Yeah, I know. Next time I won't just shout it out. That's why I'm saying William.
Shout it out, shout it out.
I can
Shout it
only
out! Shout it out!
But does your culture involve fire and lots of burning?
I mean,
are we
that is an assumption you can make, but I do not know.
Don't worry, Song. They'll only put you on a fire. They'll only put you on a stake and put you on fire.
We didn't start the fire.
Samuel was always burning since we.
Since the world's been turning.
Can we please just get back on the road here?
For a few
What do you
more
mean?
hours.
We've been walking and talking.
That's not what was said. I guess.
No, we'll start walking now.
We are on the road, Song. Not Song, Samuel, Sammy.
It's
Why are there
William.
3 S names in this group?
Burrito.
Just call me
Burrito.
William.
Understood.
Gonna
Taco
go.
Bell.
All right.
Where's
You
Preston,
guys-
man? Where
and-
the heck
and you
is
guys-
Preston?
And you guys make your way down the road. Jaw Drop and Lucky following Ozzy as they're just conversating in Goblin, and just keep. I don't know if where's Ozzy in the back. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just they're behind you, and they just keep on like pointing at the group, and mainly they're just trying to convince you to join the group and betray your friends. And every time that you say no, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're just joking." But yeah,
I'm gonna leave now.
yeah, that's where I'm actually gonna stop the session.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, that's the session.
Yay.
Thank you, Jester.
Thank
This
you,
was a lot of
Jester.
fun.
Uh,
This is a lot of fun.
So-
What are we calling this session?
Oh boy.
Of course, it would be our group to pick up a duo of goblins.
God.
Hey, man, don't diss the goblins. Goblins
Don't.
are great.
Why do I make lawful characters, dude?
Dude,
Lurth's
I mean,
lawful.
Sentinel is also lawful.
it's a lawful group,
Wait,
and
wait,
it's a weird contrast compared to the other group.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
group? What do you
I'm
mean?
I'm trying to make Sentinel lawful neutral.
Lurth-
Was it Lurt's lawful evil? What is Song?
Lawful good. Well, that's interesting, actually.
A whole
I mean,
spectrum.
we have one aspect of us, together. We're all lawful. We believe in rules.
I think Samuel's neutral.
Probably.
Yeah, Samuel's
Yeah.
true neutral.
True
I could
neutral.
not tell that much.
What's Ozzy?
We haven't really gotten much screen time for
Ozzy.
Ozzy.
Tonight's been the biggest amount of screen time for sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
she
actually
left.
actually wanted to have some role playing sessions with her.
It's.
Her mic is so quiet, dude. I don't know what's up
Yeah.
with that.
She's also trying to be quieter, I think, but I don't know
Got
what's
it.
up with it.
Got
I'll
it.
check her input sometime.
Anyways,
But
I'll stop streaming now.
thank you for watching.
Yeah.
If
See you
anyone
next
was
time.
watching.